You all set? Gentlemen, as you know, we're late because of weather, and I am meeting the press when I get to Michigan in about 2 hours and a half. But I'll take a brief time now because I understand you might have some questions.
Mr. Rockefeller, at these microphones just a few minutes ago, sir, said that you still had not disassociated yourself from the alleged statement of your Southern campaign man that Mr. Wallace belongs in the party. Would you finally clarify that for us?
Governor Rockefeller's growing criticism of you divisive for the party?
You know, he's going to have to judge that himself.
He doesn't think so.
Well, I'll take his word for it. I personally think that every man in politics must chart his own course, run his own race. The governor is obviously determined that the best way for him to win is to attack me. If he desires to do that, I have no objections, but I'll win the nomination, and I hope he supports me after the nomination. I'll take one over here and I'll come back to you. Yes, sir.
Governor Reagan only his delegate report anywhere.
No, I'm not urging that Governor Reagan or his delegation break up at this time. I'm interested in carrying California in November, and we expect to win the nomination in Chicago. I mean, I hope we win it there, too, by how the Democrats may be divided. But we expect to win the nomination in Miami. And after we win the nomination, I think Governor Reagan's delegation will come over, or maybe before.
He said he'll throw it to someone else, but he's keeping the convention open.
That's his privilege. As far as I'm concerned, however, I'm running my own race. We're very strong. We're not overconfident. We don't claim to have it locked up. But I would say that if you were betting that we're the best bet at this time, and we intend to be.
Governor Reagan,
Excuse me, you haven't had
a furor over whether a lame duck president should name the Supreme Court.
Let that plane go by until I get it. Let's get it. Come back again now. Well, now, there's no question whatever of the right of a president of the United States to fill a vacancy on the Supreme Court of the United States. I, however, would question the wisdom of President Johnson filling the vacancy of the Chief Justice of the United States in the event that that vacancy does occur before the new administration is elected. Now, you understand that the Chief Justice's letter of resignation has not yet been made public. That letter could read either that he is resigning as of a date certain now, or that he is resigning as of the time that his successor is nominated and approved by the Senate of the United States. Until we know that, we do not know when the date is effective. If I were for the President, would be to ask that the Chief Justice serve for the balance of the year, and then give the new President, be he Vice President Humphrey or myself, if I happen to win the Republican nomination, the opportunity to name the Chief Justice and to have it confirmed after a new mandate is given.
What do you say about the rumor that there are differences?
Governor Wallace belongs to the Republican Party.
Excuse me, what?
What do you say about the rumor that there are differences between you and the Chief Justice?
I'll get to you. The differences between
you and the Chief Justice.
Well, we may have differences, but I should point out that when I argued cases before the Supreme Court on 2 occasions, that the Chief Justice ended up on my side of the argument. So we also have some similarities. But we have that difference in the fact. Now I come to your question. He has a chance. He has a right to have his question heard too. All right, now I'll get it.
Does George Wallace belong in the Republican Party?
George Wallace is a Democrat, and as far as the Republican Party is concerned, he is not in the Republican Party. I do not seek his support. I do not expect him to join the Republican Party. And as far as a Nixon position is concerned, and particularly on the great issue of civil rights, I don't think he would be comfortable in the Republican Party. I hope that Hubert Humphrey will make a similar statement to that, and that'll clear the air.
Nixon, was it a mistake, sir, to close down? Was it a mistake, sir, to close down Resurrection?
In Washington? No, I'm not going to second guess the president and the mayor of Washington in that respect. It's tragic. It's sad that it was allowed to reach the point that it had to be closed down. But under the circumstances, it was necessary after they'd had a reasonable chance to present their grievances, and once the license permit had expired, it was necessary to do what was done. Now, gentlemen, that's all, and we'll see you in Detroit. Thank you. In President Johnson's position, however, I think that he should recognize that the Chief Justice of the United States, for the next decade, maybe for the next 15 years, will have an immense effect on the judicial system of this country and on the future of America. It is vital that the court not be dragged into politics. It is vital that the Chief Justice of the United States maintain immense prestige in this country. I think that if the President, in a lame duck position, were to go ahead and name the Chief Justice now, and then have what he will have, a political Donnybrook in the Senate, in which both Republicans and Democrats will oppose that confirmation. This would mean that the new Chief Justice would go in under a cloud, and that his prestige and the prestige of the court for years ahead might be impaired. I think the better course